Alright, this is, we promise, our final video for the night.
Maybe.
This
Maybe
game right here.
on Two Broke Gamers it might be the final video for the night. I may go live here in a little while by myself on Unboxing Bros. And if you are not a subscriber to the Unboxing Bros, come check me and my brother out. My brother Steve from another mother.
Sack.
Yeah.
Now, before he gets into this game, I would like the backstory of this game is I think very important.
Okay, the backstory of this game is me and him went to Gamers and Geeks here in Mobile.
So much.
Thank you guys so much. Like, you have no idea how much you made my day whenever I bought this game. This is no joke, okay? I went in and I noticed there was a game on the shelf without a price tag. Never heard of it. He was walking around on another aisle. And I pulled it up and I said, hey, man, do me a favor. Because this is what I always do. What I always ask you.
Okay, kind of, do a little bit of research.
Do something on it. Like,
well, I do.
Find something about this game if you can.
I found 3 videos that were talking about it going on to Kickstarter. So now both of us are kind of like, So we grab it.
Walk up to the counter. There was a lady behind the counter.
I jokingly say a price, and it was a little bit less than what she said, but when she said, we was like, deal, jinx.
Yes, and it was, I will tell you how much we paid for the game. However, it is a Two Broke Gamers game, per se.
Yeah, only because of that.
Only because of what we paid for the game.
Normally, we wouldn't consider this due to the super rarity
of this game. It don't even exist here in America. So, I will tell you what we paid for the game first was $20. He mentioned the game for...
like 15, I think.
Yeah, he said, hey, 15. The lady behind the counter is like 20. I was like, deal. And he looked at me and he goes, dude, I hate you right now. There's no one over there, is it? I said, no. He's like, son of a bitch. That's exactly what he said. Son of a bitch.
Like, we don't even think this is an alpha. We're still trying to figure out.
This right here is prototype.
Yeah, basically.
This is a prototype game. It takes literally 20 to 50 minutes per player to play around.
Depending on what mode. We're not getting into all that. There's 3 different game modes, or 4.
3.
3? Okay,
yeah,
couldn't
it's
remember.
3. It's basic, intermediate, and advanced.
The game mode that you play
depends. Yeah, it's made by Intrepid Games. I suggest anybody and everybody to go to Intrepid Games and tell them that they made an amazing game.
This game is truly amazing. It is fun.
All right, now I'm going to show you the box. I am going to show you the side of it right here where it says
I think it's on right there.
Right here. Kickstarter preview.
Yep.
Okay? Kickstarter preview. Now, with that being said, it is a preview game of a game that don't even exist.
Yeah, it never got funded.
No, it was $80,000 is what I think it came to, but it never got funded. And me and him were like, why didn't it get funded? Why is it even out there in the world?
Yeah, this game really is a lot of fun.
There? I didn't even get to play it yet. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I haven't played this game, but he's like, "Oh yeah, this game is amazing, y'all."
Yeah, me and my son, we played all 3 modes at least twice, so we've got at least 6 complete go-throughs of the game.
Okay, this is what I would call a magazine.
That's a Sears catalog from the 1970s.
This is not a rule book.
This tells you how to even find out if you have kidney stones. It has everything.
Okay, this is the book that lets you know how to play the game. Or it's supposed to. Right? Wrong. Now, this is where it gets interesting. These are the books.
This is the actual how to play each mode.
Yeah, these are the books. There's 22 steps in this one, 15 in this one. And it tells you on the very back page. It tells you what step that is.
18.
So this is the most advanced one right here. This is like everything that be everything. This is 22. This is the beginner of 15. And I would say that's novice with 18.
Yeah, basically, because it's 30. Talk about that. It's 30 minutes a player on that one.
30 minutes a player. When I say, what is this one? 20 minutes a player?
It's on the front.
20 minutes a player.
I think that one's 50.
50 minutes a player.
And it's five turns. So it's
Yes.
50 minutes a player,
And,
2 players, 1 turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these right here are the cheat sheets in ordering how to play the game.
Yeah, the kind of your quick
Quick
reference.
reference cards. Really well good card stock, by the way. I would say that.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm impressed with everything in here. I don't think there's anything that I'm kind of about.
the only thing I'm infinite about right now is why and how it took so long for them not to get funded. All right, so this is one company. It's
Yeah, you've
called
got
Trans and Flux.
The 4 factions.
Is that Trans and Flux or Trans and Flux? What is that?
Yeah, it wouldn't be that.
Trans and-
Transfusion. So
Trans Infusion?
no, it's just transfusion. It's trans and then a little symbol. and then
Transfusion. This right here is Westcott and Benton. This right here wants you to not inspire, but aspire. And if you have cellulite, you might need cellulite.
Now, this
Those are
one
pretty
wasn't released, so the expansion wasn't released, but there was an expansion that was going to add 2 more players, which would have been 2 more of these and a couple other things we'll get to. But I hate that it wasn't, because this was a fun game. It is relatively
Easy to play.
simple to learn, easy to play. We had a blast with it. I think we were talking on the last video. We're definitely going to do a live on Sentinels, the mob game, and then he brought up this. So this is probably going to get, like, Sentinels and the mob game will probably be one video, and this one by itself will be its own entire live video.
Okay, so I don't know exactly how everything is in this game. I'm not even going to try to even.
I mean, some of it I can kind of explain.
It has a getting started. So it even tells you this is how you get started. You have to
Okay.
fill stickers.
Yeah, when you
Now-
put the
now-
board together, which I love. This board is I don't think I've ever seen anything like this board.
The board is you put it together yourself.
Yep.
And when I mean together yourself, you literally peel a sticker and you put it on one of these little pieces right here, and this makes the board.
Yeah, you actually hold that up, like take his piece, and that's a piece of the board. There's like a big centerpiece.
And then this
But-
right here hooks
yeah.
together as well, and then it keeps going and going and going.
Yeah,
until it
there's,
goes around.
X amount that you use, but yeah, that's
Is
you're
there another
building
piece
your
that goes in
board.
the center?
Yeah, there's a big piece.
Where's it at?
That should be there, I think.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're 100% correct, Steve. And this
you're
is
actually,
the main piece right here.
Yeah,
that is
that's
your board.
The
That's
center,
your
and then
board.
you're building around it as you play the game. You put so many out right from the get-go.
Yeah, like
but
8 or
as
10 or
it-
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's 8 something. But as the game's going, you're building more, you're adding more and more.
Yeah, and if you didn't notice, like what we're talking about right now on this game, they're sort of like Catan, where you got resources and
Yeah, that would be
the cards.
right there. Yeah.
And
Each
basically,
of the, like it shows you, this is, we're just going to call it electric 'cause I don't remember. So electric,
I guess food.
yeah,
Green is
food.
food, and I think the other one is metal.
Yeah, no, tungsten, this is called metal for sake of argument. So, yeah, and each one of these you own and upgrade gives you more of these resources every turn.
Yeah. Sort of like Catan, right? And you also have cards here, which are right here on this side. I'm not even going to show you all the cards, but I will show you some of the resource cards here. So, we're getting a phone call.
Misses.
So with that being said, I'm going to let him finish talking, and I'm going to go put myself on mute for a minute. Hey, baby. What's up, honey?
So there's oh man, this is like I said, me and my son played this. You saw the organizations, and as you can see, they're color coded as well.
Yeah, we're talking about
And-
this one on live right now. This is our third video.
So, like you got here, and this is their
All right, baby. Hey, can I come back in about 10 to 15
little
minutes when you get done?
things, which these are your up. Those
I
are
love
your,
you.
those are your
Love
little
kiss.
upgrades. And
Buddy.
let's do this one. So basically, like right here, okay, so when you start one upgrade, it gives you 1 food a turn. Upgrade, 1 food a turn. Then the final upgrade, it now gives you 3 food a turn. And this is what the upgrades cost resources to do, and it's we had a lot of fun with it. It's
And guess
you
what?
can be cooperative, but it is
You have a timer.
it's like now the first player, this is, I mean I don't understand why this didn't come out. This is, I don't think there's anything about this that I am kind of about.
The only thing I'm about is the time of the what we call it, the rounds.
Yeah, the rounds.
Other than that, not miffed about it.
You actually, like he was talking about, there's tons of cards. I'm just
Oh.
real quick.
And your crew members are in stasis, and they look like real people.
Yeah, yeah. That's actual. What do you call it? Because Leapfrog.
Leapfrog Studios.
Yeah, they do the
Leapfrog
same thing.
games?
They do the same thing with their
Oh, they have
cards.
like real people.
It's not like a drawing. It's real. Oh, I get to see, but like it's real people, and they can die. They can die, and
As long as you're living, you gotta have one member in your what is it?
yeah, you got
One
items.
person in your crew. That's it. That's all you need.
um,
And this is your leader and crew members. And that's all
training
you can
to
have.
upgrade your players, make them better in areas. And they have their own little, like, this guy might be good at computers, this guy might be good at security. And yeah, you can
So you're
you can team up with other players and then stab them in the back if you want, which is kind of really what you're having to do, because at
you're
the
wanting
end
to win.
it's the corporation that
you
does best that wins, obviously. So yeah, you can team up, backstab. I found this, like, we've only played 2, but when we do the live on this,
Oh my god!
if I get my young into play, we're
See, there's a QR code you can actually scan.
yeah, if I can get my young into play, we're talking about doing a live 4-player game. So that'll be a lot of backstabbing, a lot of wheeling and dealing.
And the game itself, look, it's a magazine, people. A magazine.
That's Mad Magazine thick.
Backstory. It even has a backstory. Like, a note from the designers. Welcome to Lander. We appreciate you joining us on this journey. We wanted to take a moment to speak to you as though you were in the room with you, or we were in the room with you. The feedback we've received from our game testing has led us to introduce the game to you in a way that we hope will make it easier and more enjoyable to learn. The majority of our playtesting audience recommended that you should just start playing the game rather than trying to learn all the details up front. To this end, we have designed a number of different game styles to slowly step you up the learning curve. We specifically envision you playing the planned arrival of a variant as the game of Lander that we hope you love as much as we do. We have also incorporated different setup booklets for each game style to help get you to playing as quickly as possible. We have divided this rulebook into 2 parts, a 13-page overview, which will give you a basic understanding of the game, and a 33-page reference manual.
Yeah, this manual
to
goes into
help
so much detail on every
answer
little thing.
specific questions and clarify rules during play.
I find it
It's-
overwhelming at times, but it's also, I like that it does that, because if you have any question, this thing will teach you how to change diapers. It's got it all.
If you prefer to learn the new board game rules via YouTube tutorials, these are available on our website, www.landerthegame.com.
I don't remember if we've been there or not, or tried to go there.
Yeah,
Let's
just,
find out real quick.
it's fun.
Yep, there's my device.
Under the How to Play section, throughout this rulebook, you'll see a number of boxes like these where we'll share some design notes for the game purple, as well as pro tips red, and guidance teal. The guidance boxes are key rules that you should stress to all new players. Lander is more than just a game. It's a unique experience. Each time you share it with your friends, a new story is told. Lander simulates life. Boring life. And you will experience highs and lows and be faced with challenges that will force you to solve problems and pivot your strategy. We have designed this game so that even when things look their worst, you can still win against all odds.
All right, so
Fortune favors the bold.
LanderTheGame.com
Be intrepid.
does
Hashtag
exist,
be intrepid.
but it's basically just some basic information. How to play the universe, community, the team. So it's kind of limited on what it gives you, but I strongly suggest, and I think you would agree with me. Give me the box. Stop. Definitely check out Intrepid Games, because this is a game that really should be released. When you first open it and mess with it, you're going to be overwhelmed.
We were,
but this 900-page this is a Bible.
and this book right here that has 22 steps. It reminds me of whenever you open up a Magic the Card Gathering booster box,
Yep.
or starter
starter,
box,
yeah,
starter deck, and you actually have to look at it and go, "What's different?" Okay, choose your corporation. Okay, choose turn order. Okay,
It literally one page is dedicated to one thing.
yeah. It
So
tells
they
you,
go into immense detail. It's overwhelming sometimes, but I like that at the same time.
and at step 21, your setup is complete. That's just setup. You're not even playing the game yet. You're setting the game up.
This is
21 steps. Did I say 21 steps? This is a good game setup. And then 22 is play.
We're hoping to get the other unboxing bro,
Steve.
and my son knows how to play. So probably get him, and we can do a 4-player game, do it live. Because of the length of this game, it'll be its own separate video. So there'll probably be two or three videos posted that day,
Or even more.
Yeah,
Even more. Because the length it might be like 4 videos. Because we're not going to be able to play the whole game out. We just probably play one turn for one video. For one player. And then if y'all want us to do more of it, then we'll try. I can't make any promises, because we're going to be wore out after the first round. Because that's 4 hours of gameplay. Did I repeat that? 4 hours of gameplay for just one turn.
If we do advanced, but I think starting at the very basic,
It'll still be
80 minutes if we do 4 players.
that's an hour. So in technicality, and me and Steve have never played the game, so you got to add at least 30 to 60 minutes per that turn.
Yeah, so 80 minutes plus 20, 30 minutes.
So
I think
yeah,
that's fair.
per person. So you're looking at right there. That's an hour. So 80 plus 60, you're looking at 140 minutes minimum. That right there is over an hour and a half right there.
Now, if y'all are willing to sit down with us and join us that long, hey, we'll keep it going. As long as we see that y'all are enjoying and having fun, we'll keep it going.
Well, that's almost 2 hours of gameplay. I apologize. I don't know how to do math today. I'm tired. So with that being said, I'm not going to get into much more of this game, because this right here is going to be in something totally different.
Yep.
This right here is not the only video you're going to see of this game. There's going to be more of this game.
We got plans for games like this.
This game right here is not even the only reason it's considered a Two Broke Gamers game is the price tag we paid for it. If you go to Kickstarter.com and you look up Lander,
we strongly suggest here, and y'all start, hey, where's Lander? Where's Lander? We want Lander. This, oh man, like.
And I talked to the guys who made it. He can even attest to that. I sent him everything I made, and he was like, I hope you guys enjoyed it. At first, he was taken back.
He was floored.
He was like, wait a minute. You bought what? How did you get that game? He was more concerned of where I got it and how I got it than why I had it.
You would have thought his door would have been kicked down with
like, boom!
Black FBI. He was. How?
Where did you get it from? Oh yeah, we sent it to them. It was their copy, not your copy. Their copy. I was like, oh.
But from the conversations we had, they're nice people, and we strongly say, Intrepid Games, hit them up. Hey, where's Lander? When is Lander?
They say 2022, first quarter, second quarter of 2022.
That's the one thing I hate, is because we've got
A prototype.
Basically the caveman version of the copy. And once we get to crawling and walking, man, who knows how? That'd be kind of awesome to see at the same time how it progresses, how
And
it
how it
shapes,
develops,
how it's grown.
how it becomes to be a newborn baby instead of this fetus that fire.
Yeah, this is the wheel. This is the first wheel.
Yeah, we want to see the wagon it comes to be.
This is time.
Or the Tesla becomes to be.
This is the first time I had heard of Intrepid. I don't know if it's new for you.
First,
but this game right here this was done so well.
It's immaculate. The detail, the
everything
artwork,
they've done,
the card stock, the detail on where they put everything. Like it has its own little holder. Like there is a holder for the actual for the timer. There is a cover that goes over every single card thing. The only thing I would say I was taken aback by, no card protectors. But me personally, for a game like this, it doesn't need to be sleeved.
Yeah.
Now, do I think every game that you have should be sleeved? Not necessarily. But a game like this should never be sleeved because the cards itself are not what make the game. The game itself is made of the board. The board is what makes the game.
There are some, like, talking about sleeve, not sleeve. One of them we'll bring up eventually is the War Machine card game. Was it War Machine?
Yeah.
No, what was it? Okay, it was. I enjoyed the game, but to me the card stock just feels, and even he was the same way. He hasn't even played it yet, but the card stock just feels so cheap. So that one, yeah, that's a must sleeve. This one, I agree with him. This is, unless you spill something or drop something on this, these are nicely made. These are very durable.
These right here, the people who made this game, I'm almost assuming, and now this is just me assuming, that they honestly went out of their way and made a couple, I would say, dozen games, maybe half of 50 maybe, because of the fact that how well these are made. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that they sent these out to several game testers and play testers around the world, and they wanted their feedback. And this is one of the games that didn't make it to a playtester's hand because we got it.
Okay, it looks like they're San Diego.
Sheffield. But the guys are based out of UK or something like that from the actual Kickstarter.
Well, like,
that's not them.
This isn't. Yeah, that's not them. Okay.
Intrepid Games. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what not jobs. Just not games.
Just well, with that being said, though, if you're out and about and you find games like this or heard of games like this, let us know because we would love. Hell, even if you're a playtester and you have a game that never made it to fruition, I would love to buy it. I'd love to play it personally because there are a lot of games out there like that don't get to make it to the
big time.
Yeah, and I'm one of those guys that goes, you know what? I still want to play it, just for the sheer fact that says I played that game. Another game like this that I've played that I'm madly in love with, and I just got the supposedly last expansion was Aeon's End. They have another Kickstarter out right now. It's called Astronite. And I suggest go taking a look at it and reading up about it. It's really cool. If you're a fan of Aeon's End, it's a deck builder, but you're cooperative. You're cooperative deck building to kill the enemy. And yeah, you could screw over your people. Fair enough. But why would you want to do that? Because you're all going to one goal. Kill the enemy. But I don't even think Lander or Intrepid Games is even a thing.
That's what. Yeah, I get Intrepid Studios.
Yeah, but you won't get Intrepid Games. I don't even think it's a game. You're going to have to hit them up on Facebook and Facebook only. Or there is, like I said, that QR code. Scan the QR code, go to that. Flashback to earlier in the actual, in this video.
Studios, that's an online game.
Back in this video, go back to the beginning where we showed you the QR code. Go there.
Yeah, that's
going to be your only
that's
way
what
to
it
get
looks
there.
like to me. You're going to have to hit the. Dan Alexander and Charles Gershon.
I don't even know if they've made no. I don't even think they made another game.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Don't know. There's a couple of games out there right now that are very, very rare. One of them is the original Dark Tower from 1981. I suggest anybody that has played it or is even remotely curious about it, think of Willow. That's all I'm going to say. That's a great, great movie. And I heard they're making a series of it.
It's Disney Plus. There's not a Disney. There's just this year. They don't have a date yet.
Oh, see? That's why I keep him around, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I keep him around.
So they when I put their names in, it sends me to BGG Lander.
But BGG don't even have a game there. And I've tried to hit up BGG and I haven't gotten a response back from them yet. So hopefully, if they ever see this video and they see this video of Lander in our laps, that maybe they will go, okay, they're not BSing us. They actually have a copy of this game.
Okay, here we go. So this is, it's like StartYourMeeples.com. Lander, the story behind the board game.
Oh, so it is a UK Games Expo.
I have to text this to you so you can read it too.
Okay, well, tell the people, man.
Well, here we go. This is a lot, so we're going to paraphrase. What is Lander? Okay, so briefly, before we start, a quick game overview of what Lander board game is and why it's exciting. Space-themed game in which you lead a corporation who have found themselves blah, blah, blah. 3 different modes of Lander, which we talked about. The short game lasting 20 minutes per player, a medium game 30 minutes per player, and a long game 50 per player. Lander will kickstart on Intrepid on March 3rd, 2020. Well, we got this. I forget when we got it, but it was definitely after that.
We got it last year.
Yeah, kind of late last year, something like that.
Yeah.
The idea of Lander initially came because of the dislike of 2 things. The first was the aforementioned Catan player count. The second was the concept of Risk Legacy, and how in a previous game Dan managed to build a huge army that was in due course destroyed due to poor die rolling. Got some stuff on the core mechanics behind Lander. Creating Lander Part 2, going back to the basics. So, I strongly suggest StartYourMeeples.com and look for Lander. You cannot see that at all, but pretend you can.
Wow.
Lander, the story behind the board game. This is one I'm definitely going to text him so we can both research this further.
And if I do get a chance to, I'll probably screenshot it and I will share it to my Facebook page. I will share it to the Unboxing Bros page. And when we do get a Facebook page up for Two Broke Gamers, we are going to try, you know what? Why don't we just incorporate the Two Broke Gamers and Unboxing Bros together like a hashtag? For now, until we actually build another.
Oh, I'm fine with that. I mean, we don't even have to do our own little page. We could just kind of
piggyback
piggyback with the Two Broke page. The Unboxing Bros page. And again, as I've stated numerous times, check out the Unboxing Bros. Him, Steve, good people. Without them, we wouldn't be a thing. And what we're hoping for in the future would have never been a thing. So he's technically our father.
This was my brainchild for me and him to do. Because of the fact that I've gotten so many board games over the, past couple of months?
Yep.
And I was like, dude, we need to do a YouTube channel. Because Steve right now is he's not in limbo with me. He's doing other things with me to progress the Unboxing Bros legacy. The last video is not our last video, by the way, for this year. We have a lot of things planned. We have a lot of things going forward. We're going to be continuing on the Unboxing Bros gaming page. However, the Two Broke Gamers, I want to stay in the board game, but I also want to, this is something to mention right now. How do you feel about tabletop on the Two Broke Gamers? Is that consisted of the Two Broke Gamer?
Yeah, I think as long as it follows the Two Broke Game, the rules that we set up, yeah, fine. We eventually want to, I don't know if we're going to do another channel, probably do another channel, but we eventually want to do review, TV show, movie review, we have a lot of plans that we're trying to do.
And we want to make one that is almost something near and dear to his heart, and now it's become a fan art of mine now, because now I have to look outside the box and try to get into a directorial view of what the next channel will bring to life because it's going to be a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, we have so many ideas for this next channel. If this one even shows any interest, when we go to that next channel, we have so many
much
ideas.
It's got
So much we want to try.
Put it this way: it's Two Bro Gamers, Unboxing Bros, in a world beyond our own imagination.
If you like cheesy, tacky, Evil Dead, Army of Darkness humor, that's what we're throwing in there. Laura Croft, Indiana Jones. We're just trying things. We're just trying to have fun. We want y'all to have fun. We want y'all to enjoy as well.
Inspector Gadget.
Yep. We have so many ideas planned, and if this channel does any form of taking off, we're gonna go to that next step with our ideas for that other channel.
Because again, this is where we come to our crossing roads in our not just our lives in general as human beings, but when it comes to gaming and what we want gaming to look like in the future. We think gaming in the future is strictly going to be board games. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Me personally, I've played a couple of MMORPGs.
I'm not a big fan of those. Really.
But the reason why I'm not a fan of that, why am I going to pay my hard-earned money to keep playing month by month for a game that I've already beat? So I can sit there and hang out with a dude I don't even know, never met a day in my life, never even seen him, don't even know if he weighs 285 pounds, 485 pounds, don't know what skin color he is, don't know anything about this guy other than he had my back this one time.
No, don't get us wrong. We're video gamers too.
Oh, yeah.
But board game, card games, that's kind of our passion. You know, we'll still game. I mean,
it don't matter about any of that stuff about for video games. We know that. What I'm trying to say though, MMOs are what I would consider. Okay, I have nothing to do. Yeah, I guess I'll pop in the MMO and play.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea either. I've tried a couple and I couldn't.
I'm not an FPS man. I'm not a first-person shooter at all. I think they're the most biggest waste of time in the world. Well, man, I took out my Colt 45 and I shot this guy in the face, and I had it snooped up and silenced, and I had this and that, and I even put a new magazine on it, and I even got this new reload on it, and I even got this new feedback. I'm like, is it real though, bro? Is it that real?
I like FPSs, but me, and I think same with him, we're RPGs. That's
Dishonored.
We grew up on Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. I mean, Final Fantasy. The RPGs were our thing. And
I think the best RPG to this date, in my personal opinion, from any game, console, PC, whatever, is Wizardry 8.
I'm going to call it Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger was great for the PSP.
No, I'm talking Super Nintendo.
That was actually Final Fantasy 4.
No, so Chrono Trigger was on the Super.
But it was supposed to be a Final Fantasy.
Chrono Trigger was Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, but it was a Final Fantasy. Chrono Trigger is part of the Final Fantasy series.
It has no relation. Same company,
yes,
but they're not related.
But they were the same series, same universe.
Two separate games, but same company.
There you go. I did not know it.
and we're both big RPG persons. I like FPSs. He's not a big fan of them, but we are gamers, so don't think that we're bashing on
MMOs.
Yeah, MMOs are video games. We love video games. We grew up on video games. But
Mario Brothers is my favorite video game of all time. I'm paid to say that by Nintendo. Licensed by Nintendo. All trademarks by Nintendo.
If I said Custer's Revenge, would we be canceled?
Probably.
So, I mean, we game. We video game, we board game, but board and card has kind of become our passion. Because, especially, like you said, with COVID and everybody being at home, these are the things that bring people together. Video games do too, but not the same way. And this is what, like, this is how I met this guy, was going up to G&G, playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I'd met him a few times before that because we had the same friends, but
which was crazy.
We started associating more because of Dungeons and Dragons.
Ain't that crazy?
And yeah, we feel that's we'll sit on the couch, we'll play some whatever, but that doesn't.
Me and him have never sat down together and played any video game.
No board games, card games.
Yeah,
religiously. Video game, no.
I'm gonna tell you what's in my console right now at the house. Ready for this? MLB The Show 21.
Ooh, okay. Well, for me, you despise FPSs. For me, it's sports. I have some, but
See me. I'm. Look at my hat for F's sake, dude. The Brooklyn Nets. KD baby, all day long. Buckets all day. Not only KD, now we got Ben. I'm done. We're gonna be in the finals this year, hands down. We may not win the finals, but we're going to effing be there. Why? Because KD.
kill death ratio.
No man, Kevin Durant, the man, the myth, one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Is Durant, was that the actor who played David Bowie's codpiece in Labyrinth?
No.
Are you sure?
Asshole. You're an asshole.
Clearly, I know nothing
I
about
hope Kevin
sports.
Durant sees this and drives all the way to Alabama and punches him right down in the glasses and says, "I'm fucking Kevin Durant, bitch," and he gets in his car and then he just drives off. That'd be like the greatest night of my life. I'm like, that's Kevin Durant. He'll be like, yeah, pick your face up off the floor.
I clearly know nothing about sports except Alabama, Auburn, LSU.
Dear God.
He's Notre Dame, and I always mess with him about it because my Notre Dame's limited to Rudy.
You and
So.
Steve both. I hate you both.
My man! We love you, Steve. You need to come home to us, Steve.
Yeah, we miss you. I'll hopefully be seeing you a little bit later on this evening and talking to you about other things as well. And hopefully you all see me again tonight sometime soon, maybe either on Facebook Live or YouTube or something. Haven't decided yet. Don't even know if it's going to be a thing yet. Just know for a fact that I am going to be trying to do something soon. I do want to also let you all know that I personally thank you all for showing as much love as you have on the very first introductory video for tonight. I want to personally say thank you.
We thank you immensely. That's awesome.
I mean,
6
comments, and we
know to some channels that ain't nothing, but for us, that's everything.
And
that's
over 20 views for the very first video, and hadn't been out a day yet. Kudos.
That for us means
Thank
the world, and we thank y'all so much.
Yes, we're not no influencers. We're not trying to say, hey, you know what? We're the law here. Bow down. No, we want to say thank you. Continue doing what you're doing for us, and we'll continue doing whatever we can for you. And again, at the end of the year, we're going to have hopefully a big Christmas present for one lucky subscriber. As if they actually hang out with us until then. Not like literally hang out with us. I'm talking about come along our journey. Be our friend. We will feed you. We'll give you water. We will nurture. No, we won't nurture. No.
Yeah, nurture, no. We barely nurture what we're supposed to nurture.
Yeah. No.
So if you want us to nurture you,
better pay
good luck.
Money. Oh, yeah, by the way, we do have a PayPal account.
I do have a PayPal account.
I do too.
If you want to send us thousands of dollars, we will thank you immensely.
And we will buy a bunch of board games with it. And we will actually say we are no longer called the Two Bro Gamers. We are now two gamers that
two moochers.
Yeah, two moochers. We want to be moochers. We'll be the two moocher broker gamers and people, whatever. Yeah, send us free money.
So we're hoping mid, maybe end. It just all depends on Steve and his work schedule. But we're hoping to get a live gameplay up of Sentinels, the mob game, and a separate live for this one.
And matter of fact, this pin I have from the mob game is going on my hat. I have a hat. If you haven't noticed, I have a hat.
We have somebody that wants that pin, so they're going to use it as a torture device.
I'm not going to use that as a torture device, but I have a hat. Follow me on, like I said, on Boxing Bros. I have a lot of pins. I'm talking a shit ton of pins. Every pin I ever gotten goes on my hat. I have a Notre Dame hat, and it's full of nothing but pins. I have Disney pins. I have Loot Crate pins. I have wrestling pins. I have pins that I've never seen anybody else wear. Like, what kind of pin is that? I'm like, oh, you want it? Here you go. But that's 1 in a million chance you might ever get a pin from me. Because I've only given out 2, and one of them was to a person who just beat cancer, and the other one was to a kid who was blind. And he felt it, and he thought it was really cool, so I gave it to him. And other than that, I've never given out any other pin. So you better either be disabled, dying, or fucking blind. Just saying.
Start using my cane more. Sorry.
No, fuck you, dude. You're screwed. No, I'm joking. And they never really asked for it. They was like, dude, that's a cool pen. And I just randomly handed them the pen they thought was cool. And they're like, whoa, you serious? I'm dead serious. Because to me, it's not about the pen anymore. It's about who I gave it to and what they're about. So chances are, if you ever get a pen from me, you're lucky. I don't know. Steve's gotten kind of lucky. He's giving me pins too. So he always likes to see how many pins I can put on my hat.
You want to stick with the hat, or should you get a vest? That way you can have flair. Thank you, Office Space. You know you want flair.
Yeah. Always. But the hat, there's not a lot of pins on the hat anymore due to things happening. And the hat being crusty and old and run down, and pins falling off from time to time. So if you ever find a pin that's lonely and rusty and like it's missing life, chances are it came from me. But you know, like they have like this Mob Rocks fanatic on Facebook, like, oh, I found a rock and it's pretty and it has all these little designs. I might just start hiding pins everywhere.
That would be interesting. We've already kind of sort of talked about that with hiding games. Hiding games and kind of putting little clues out to where these games would be. And if you find it,
you might be a relic hunter. Who knows?
Yeah, just take a picture. Hey, I found it, and it'll go up on our page.
I found a relic.
Yep.
You could be one of the relic finders.
Yep. It reminds me of the whole.
I know.
Yep. Oh, Steve. We can't wait to see you, man.
You gotta think about it though. I mean, you could go through a parking lot and see like this big old burrowed up area and just reach your hand in there and pull out a relic. Or you could be jogging around a park and then reach down and right in front of your face, guess what?
All right, no, look, I want to give. Who knows? You might get this.
No. Negative. This right here is staying home.
This is right now. I would say the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, a device that if it ever got stolen from the special area, yep,
it'd be crazy. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to sign off. And
we thank you for joining us. We thank you for your support. That's awesome.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll be able to go live soon.
Yeah. Except to talk to Steve, see what day this week's good.
No. You should have already had all this done so we could have went live tonight.
Well, I didn't even think about it. So, I just think it's better that we can do this. We can have a threesome. That's not the right word, is it? No. Well, hold on, let me reach around.
No. All right. Thank you all for tuning in tonight.
Thank you so much. And we thank you again once more for the support that we have gotten so far. Thank you so much.
Yes. And until tomorrow.
Tatonka,
yeah. And Tonka Toys. Until we meet again. Farewell.
Have a good night.
Oh, yeah. Be good, America. For the world. Be good, world.